Okay, this is the Game is Out 100 here with the video, and this video I'm going to give my Elimination Chamber thoughts. Let's get started. The Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was actually a darn good pay-per-view. I enjoyed this pay-per-view a lot. Very good matches on here tonight. Let's get started. First match of the night, Jack Swagger versus Big E for the Intercontinental title. A solid match between Big E and Jack Swagger. I knew Big E was going to win this match. It was total obvious. A very good showing from them two. I'm expecting great things from Big E in the future of his development. That is what is good to see. Next match, the Usos versus New Age Outlaws tag title match. It was not too bad, but they could have gone on a little bit longer. But a cheap roll-up win for the New Age Outlaws. I clearly expect the Outlaws is going to probably drop the titles at WrestleMania in a multi-tag team match possible if the WWE wants to go that route. Next match, Darren Young, Titus O'Neil. It was a good showing by both of them. Titus O'Neil ended up getting the win. I knew Titus O'Neil was going to end up winning the match. That was total obvious. The next match, the Shield versus the Wyatt family. That was the match of the night, in my opinion. They put on a great showing. A great showing by Roman Reigns. He stood in there with the Wyatts at the tail end, but ended on the losing end. But I figured that the Wyatt family had to win this because what's going to happen later on with the Wyatt family is going to get involved in the main event match for the Elimination Chamber World Title match, and that what did happen. So I'm going to go hold off on that before I get to that. But it was a very good match between them two teams. This is going to further escalate for the breakup of the Shield immediate. So it is what it is. Like I said, very match of the night in my opinion. It was very good. I enjoyed it. So I figured the Wyatts was going to win because they need to have the Wyatts looking strong going into towards WrestleMania. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what did happen. Next match, Divas title match, Cameron, AJ Lee. It was nothing too spectacular. AJ Lee gets disqualified, so Cameron wins by disqualification. AJ Lee keeps the title. So it was it could have gave it a few more minutes, but it is what it is for a Divas match. Next match, Alberto Del Rio versus Batista. It was all right match. It could have been better, but I knew Batista was going to win the match because he's got to go bill for his WrestleMania, so I knew he was going to win. Um, the last match of the night, the World Heavyweight title match in the Elimination Chamber. This was a very good showing in the Elimination Chamber. I fairly enjoyed some of the spots in this match were excellent. Antonio Cesaro looked good in this pay-per-view. I was surprised that Antonio's first one. For all the stupid, dumbass stuff had to attack Kane inside the chamber. I knew as soon as Daniel Bryan attacked Kane, Daniel Bryan was not going to win the title. I knew that right then and there. I seen all the looks on the fans' faces when Daniel Bryan lost that match. I knew Daniel Bryan was not going to win. I knew Randy Orton was going to retain the title to face Batista at WrestleMania. That's what the WWE is going, folks, for their main event, for the WWE World Heavyweight title. So, anyways, like I said, it was back and forth by the tail end. Ended up knee finisher on Orton. Kane cost the count in that. Then it took a couple arcades to finish off Daniel Bryan. Orton retains the title. There was a couple spots in the Elimination Chamber match. The Frost Splash by and the other part of the cage I like when Randy Orton was being scared like a chicken shit heel that he is. He tried to lock himself in the chamber, try to keep himself in the chamber like what Triple H did in the Elimination Chamber 2003 at SummerSlam when he tried to stay in the Elimination Chamber pod as long as he could. But I knew as soon as Sheamus was going to bro-kick the hell out of Orton through the chamber, and that's what he did. He bro-kicked the chamber through and nailed Orton. That was a nice sight to see. It was so LS Goldberg-esque what he did at the 2003 Elimination Chamber at SummerSlam when he busted the chamber pod to get to Triple H. That was good to see. And like I said, that was with that Elimination Chamber. Goldberg just ripped the Newt asshole in that one. So that's another talk for another day. But I knew Orton was going to win the chamber match. I knew that was going to happen. So shaping up to be Cena and White is a lock. Orton Batista, that is the lock. Of course, we're going to have The Undertaker is going to be returning tomorrow. Brock Lesnar is going to be returning tomorrow. Hulk Hogan is going to be there tomorrow. So it's going to be Brock Lesnar, Undertaker. That is also a match. And I can clearly expect it's going to be Kane and Daniel Bryan will probably have a blow-off match sometime. And then eventually it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Triple H is going to be at WrestleMania. That's what the route the WWE is going to go. So I can clearly expect that. It will be a shock at what they do with Daniel Bryan if they're going to put him in to have a triple threat match. But that didn't happen. So we'll see what happens with that. And one other thought on this pay-per-view is I like the reaction on the people's faces that Daniel Bryan lost. They were doing the yes chants, and then as soon as Randy Orton hit the RKO, 1, 2, 3, they were stunned that Daniel Bryan didn't win. And I knew as soon as Daniel Bryan nailed Kane, I knew that Daniel Bryan was not going to win. I knew Orton was going to retain his title. I knew way before the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view was announced, I knew Orton was going to retain his title. I knew that for a fact. But some of you fans don't want to see that, but I could see through what WWE's logic. I've been watching wrestling since I was a little tyke, and I can tell what the WWE, what they're going to be doing for the process of what they want to do for their big pay-per-view. Anyways, like I said, a solid pay-per-view. Elimination Chamber was very good, very enjoyable. WrestleMania is going to be shaping up pretty decent. Of course, with the announcement as Hogan as a guest host. And we'll see what's going to happen on Raw tomorrow night. This is The Game Is On 100. I am out. Later.